Hi, welcome to Vibration Cinema, the Alter Destiny of film. Today, we're going to party like it's late 70s West London and apartheid South Africa because we are looking at how Lovers Rock and Got Till It's Gone express culture and politics using parties as a backdrop. Shout out to the good sis Timmy, @Zebra on Twitter, for letting me steal this idea from him. Thank you so much. I love you. Both of these films employ similar techniques, in different contexts of course, but to similar ends. There's a sensuality to them, certain tensions, but also incredible joy and a sense of freedom. And I think that the way that both meander about their parties underscores all of this. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Janet K's Silly Games is the Lovers Rock anthem, and so it features prominently in the movie. McQueen told Dennis Bovell, the writer of the song, who makes a cameo in the movie, that Silly Games does not only apply to young love, but the silly games of cops and courtrooms. These issues are explored elsewhere in detail in the Small Axe series, but they're hinted at here. The white teen neighbors stand like guardsmen while our rockers set up, they intimidate Martha later on in the night, and cops patrol the streets outside. Inside the house is a kind of sanctuary from ye olde queendom's racism, but the racists are out there circling like vultures. The major reason why these blues parties were even thrown at houses is because there were no black clubs and the other clubs weren't safe to go to. Menelik Shabazz has a great documentary, The Story of Lovers Rock, that goes into this and other aspects of the history and the development of Lovers Rock as a genre, and explores these socio-political influences on the whole era.
This is a story about our music and the way we were back in the 70s and 80s. We were the rebel generation. Many of us came in the 1960s, whilst just as many were born here. What brought us together was reggae music from Jamaica, which gave us an identity. With this music, we created our own unique genre that became known as Lovers Rock.
McQueen integrates this context peripherally, but he's much more interested in what is unfolding in the house, very granularly this specific party, the small rituals that made it happen, turning the living room into a dance floor, cooking the curry goat, doing the sound check, paying the cover fees, touching the elbows to ask for a dance, the social hierarchy that develops, the internal threats and protections at the party, all without explanation. Instead, we're invited to observe these ongoings. Much of the presentation of the film, from the photography, costuming, set design, etc., is based on snapshot pictures from the actual blues parties. In fact, Amara J. St. Aubin, who plays Martha, was surprised to see a photo of her father in the lookbook. There's a people's history of this era in these photographs that the film celebrates through this observational manner that mimics those snapshots.
What's the next song?
The one about me.
Got Till It's Gone treats apartheid and settler colonialism similarly. We get a glimpse at white-only bathroom signs, ID papers, the colonial documentary footage to situate us, but the video focuses on the resistance and joy that unfolds at this imagined gathering, a kind of liberated space in occupied territory. So much of the Black radical tradition is in imagining and living in the future presently. This video imagines what kind of small transformations could have occurred under apartheid. For me, I think the most interesting one is the whites-only bathroom. Not only is this a space that was transformed because Black South Africans are in it, but they've also turned it into a dance floor, and people of all ages and genders are present. Importantly though, they still use it as a functioning bathroom. It's that Fanonian thing, this is ours and we can do whatever we want with it. There's a very specific look to this film. The work of Malian photographers Malik Sidibe and Seydou Keita and Cameroonian photographer Samuel Fuso feature prominently. Malik Sidibe talks about the happiness of his club photos, finding the spontaneity of joy in dance more interesting than his studio work. This video carries that energy throughout, moving from room to room, moment to moment, inviting us to observe in a similar way that Lovers Rock invites us to observe. As we talked about in Eyes and Teeth, there's a strong historical practice by Black photographers and Black filmmakers with this kind of attitude, so it's unsurprising that this video, released roughly 3 years after the end of apartheid, integrates these ideas into its practice. These films make a great double bill because they draw upon the practice of photography, narrative film, and music video that demonstrate the development of a cultural political practice. This idea of transforming is key to that, and I think it's a lesson that we as filmmakers and programmers and critics, etc., should take to heart. What is it that we can transform in big ways or small about this gutted industry? That's something that I hope this channel can do, is to shake loose ideas for a better art form. But I need your help to do so by sharing, commenting, liking, the works. And subscribe if you haven't. Next time, we're going to be doing the music video roundup, and I'm still taking suggestions for that. I'm not guaranteeing all of the suggestions are going to be included, but it'll still be fun. And then for Pride, we're going to do a primer on the tenets of LGBT filmmaking and a review of Patrick Ian Polk's Punks. That's all for today. This is a shorter video because I do not have any time, but I do appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Love you all madly. See you on the next one.